Knock, knock, knock. Anyone there? All right, well, I guess I clicked the wrong button to start. So, redo. This is Trey, Broken Path Shaman, here to meditate with you. I aim for about 20 to 30 minutes meditation, and it's not a guided meditation. We're really just sharing space together, right? So, I'm here to share space with you and watch the divine awaken in you. And we'll do it together. So like I said, it's not guided. Just hang out, do what you can. And, oh, wait, that's not the one-on-one. I think it is. Yep. All right, so I like to start a timer just to respect our time. Within the 10 minutes, I end up doing 3 cycles, 3 different postures. And I'll talk with you about them as I hit them. And no music, yeah. Ran into too many copyright issues. So it's kind of more hassle than it's worth sometimes to throw the music in, because when YouTube decides to be persnickety, they can actually shut you down pretty good. So we don't want that. We want to share. All right, so first posture I'm going to start in is a thunderbolt pose. It's just on your knees, kneeling prayer pose. So it's going to be a namaste. Now I looked up the Sanskrit name for it, and it was Vajrasana. So we're going to do a Vajrasana pose for about 10 minutes. So here's the timer. What did I want to say? Yeah, we got summer solstice coming up. I guess there's going to be a eclipse of the moon, but it's a new moon happening also. So all kinds of stuff coming up in the next couple days throughout the weekend. And the plants are doing wonderful. I mean, I've been showing them to you this week. I guess I'll show them again. They're just crazy. So now they're getting to the point where I really want to start looking at maybe putting them in the ground. I'm sure I'll give them another week. I really like them to get a ton of roots in there. So it's just that much easier for me. But just amazing the progress they make in a day. I delete previous videos unless I had something important to say. So I'm sure there's not delete them. I make them private just for the future. I just don't want to clutter it up with a whole bunch of meditations that I've done. But I figured later, maybe if I start to monetize this, I'll show them to people. But there's some meditations of this week, and you can see how fast it's been growing. It's insane. So I love it. Just very blessed. All right, let's get going here. Gotta get to work soon. So just really remember to come here with intent. You're gonna breathe. I like to have an active inhale, and then I just release it at the top of the breath. I don't hold it. So inhale as much as I can, active as possible, find my form, release it, start over. Say I have a very yang inhale and a yin exhale. Oh yeah, if you want to put some comments, great. If not, don't worry about it. Sounds like trash day out here. One of the things I'm trying to achieve during this meditation is to really relax my perineum, while at the same time working my diaphragm through its cycle. And just having those two systems kind of work, not independently, but separately. Like to remind you, if something comes up, just let it. A little background noise, I'll start in a second. So I like to say, if anything comes up, just let it. Birches, belts, farts, yawns, just flow through it. Hiccups. So just finished our 10-minute cycle. Had to switch things up, so timer is going to go off in 2 minutes and another 10 minutes. But take this opportunity to switch into your second pose. So for me, it's a Baddha Konasana. You can stay in the Thunderbolt pose if you like, but this Baddha Konasana is a bound ankle pose. It's a butterfly pose. But as we transition, I like to remind you to go ahead and take time with yourself, right? Yeah, I do have to silence that. I integrated work with my Slack. All right, so once you've been sitting on your ankles and such for a while, you want to let that blood flow back in. I have a pinched nerve, so I have not been able to do this butterfly pose for a few weeks. But even though I can't make it to that pose, I do remind myself to, and I would like to extend that reminder to you, to modify. Take a moment to modify. For me, my modification is really still keeping the intent in the space, letting my shoulders drop away from my ears in a stretch, and to also lengthen my spine at the top of my breath. Always have it lengthened, but really check that length at the top of my breath, and then balance my crown at the top of that spine. So there's a lot going on in meditation. It's always interesting because a person looks so still, but there's so much going on. There's tons of muscles in the body. And as I meditate, I drop into each of those muscles, all those muscles. I just kind of feel around them, release them, activate them, do what I need to. But just remember to listen to your body. It knows, it'll let you know. And in that act of learning to listen to our bodies, I think we also learn to listen outside our bodies a lot better. And if we listen, we learn. What's that? Knowledge is power. There you go. Learn something, grow your inner power. Shed light on something that was in the shadows before. May this Reiki be for the good of all, for the harm of none. If it is not needed, may it nourish the earth. One of my goals I come with is, as a shaman sharing the space with you, I need to remember to keep my eyes open, especially as I deal with this pain and I find the shape of it. It's easier for me to just close my eyes and meditate in that place, but that's the commitment I have in sharing a space with you, is to be present in that space with you. Now, just because I have my eyes open doesn't mean I can't blink. Have a little compassion for yourself. Have a lot of compassion for yourself. Hell. Body is screaming at me. So I won't be able to keep this posture with you. I'm going to go ahead and move into the third posture, the mountain pose namaste. The Sanskrit posture for that is Pranamasana. The Sanskrit name for that posture is Pranamasana. But it's a mountain pose namaste. Again, we're remembering to just be easy on ourselves as we transition. What's a rush, right? Journey's just as fun as the destination. There should be. All right. Now that's a prompt to enter our third pose. We are running a little long on the poses, so this too will extend for 10 minutes in mountain pose namaste. So if this is too long for you, be compassionate with yourself. Don't push it. I get excited. Well, excited. I get into it, so time becomes irrelevant at a point. Shoulders back. So I kind of forgot to mention while in Pranayama, goal is the ground through the roots, but also reach to the sky and really feel how we're the catalyst, the union, the combination of sky and earth, right? So we're at that 10-minute cycle, and gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Won't get the usual sound at the end, but you have done a full 30 minutes. I enjoyed it. Good news. Somebody asked me the other day about meditation classes or courses or something. I really started out doing this for me as part of my Reiki practice because you got to keep the energy flowing and such. But I'm happy to share it with folks as folks ask. So I had one person ask and somebody else asked. That's great. You can find me on Twitter as BP_shaman. I'm Trey, the Broken Path Shaman. I record my videos here on YouTube for people to come back and just have somebody to meditate with them, always at the ready. Just click play and you got 30 minutes somebody to meditate with. But yeah, I'm going to think seriously about that and come up with some courses for folks. I was actually just thinking about how I was going to run through things that I've done in the past on camera. You guys are getting the most basic meditation I can provide, right? But I've done more intense, more technical meditation, I guess, to achieve certain results. And so, yeah, I was like, oh, let me start sharing that with folks since we're doing this anyway. I'm going to do that anyway. Don't worry. It's coming. I just wanted to get my notes in order. But yeah, so I think that's all to say. Things are brewing. Something's brewing. Something's coming down the pipe. Anything's possible. So thank you so much. Namaste for bringing yourself here today. It makes my job a lot easier because it's motivation for me. If it helps you, it's totally helping me too. All right.